Think about Fenway Park, filled to the brim with 39,000 people. Actually, in 2013, we lost 41,000 people to suicide. And those people, in your imagination, slowly disappear from Fenway Park. And that's the size of the problem in this country.
After cancer and heart disease, suicide accounts for more years of life lost than any other cause of death, making it the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. In 2013, one person died by suicide every 12.8 minutes, and the rate is increasing.
20% by 2025 might seem to be impossible, but I don't think we have any choice. We all know we've got to make a difference, and if it's one life at a time, that's still the best way to do it. So we will make a difference, and by that time we will have reduced the rate.
One difference is restricting access to a means of suicide. In 2013, 51.5% of suicides were completed using a firearm, accounting for 21,175 lives lost.
Think about the research indicating that people with firearms at home have a higher risk of suicide. In the suicide prevention movement, we have an obligation then to do something to reach those people.
The Means Matter campaign creates awareness about removing the access of firearms from individuals with suicidal thoughts. Studies show it takes less than 10 minutes for someone with a suicidal thought to take action.
That impulse may pass. It frequently does. If the means by which they're going to take their life is unavailable to them, we've saved their life.
With access to firearms unavailable, most attempters will not attempt again.
I think in the public perception, there's the assumption that once you're suicidal, you kind of stay suicidal, and if one method doesn't work, the next, you'll eventually find a method that works. And that's true for a certain subset of people, but for many attempters, for 9 out of 10, there are a lot of studies that follow an attempter over time, and they find that 90% do not go on to die by suicide.
The Means Matter message is not about gun control, but about gun safety. The goal is to be a socially acceptable campaign, like Friends Don't Let Friends Drive Drunk.
Instead of everybody bristling with contention around gun control, this seems like a very just basic neighborly, friendly way of talking about guns and reducing the risk in a situation where somebody might be making a desperate decision.
Research is a fundamental element used by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for assessing those at a higher risk for suicide.
In addition to funding research, we fund advocacy, education and training, and support for those who've lost someone to suicide and to those who are living with a suicide attempt or depression and other illnesses.
AFSP also works to give those who have been impacted by suicide opportunities to be together.
We do these Out of the Darkness walks every year, and they bring together survivors of suicide, that is, those who've been impacted by suicide, those who have lost someone to suicide. But it's so powerful when people who have had this common experience of losing someone to suicide, it's so powerful when those people can be together and share, just be together. They don't even have to talk about it, but just sort of share that common experience.
That experience can lead to more involvement for many who want to prevent another suicide from taking place. AFSP provides a program for teens and teachers to start the discussion about suicide and mental health. More than SAD.
It's really specifically designed for high school age young adults to talk with them about mental health and mental illness, and also to talk with them about suicide and look for risk factors and identify risk factors for those who may be suffering with mental illness and may be at risk for suicide.
While suicide is one of our nation's leading causes of death, it is preventable, but we need your help.
I'm sure everyone in this room or in this state knows someone who's had a problem, an issue with mental health, a suicide, an attempt. You need to help. We all need to help. And our help will make a difference. I know where those dollars go, and we use them wisely. And working together, I think we can change the landscape, and we will reduce suicide by 20% by 2025.
It's an ambitious goal, but one that can be accomplished with your generous support of AFSP and its mission. Thank you.